And we're live. Oh, I'm so happy that we're here today. This is a special Jaw Time Live because I got someone really special to share their time. Well, I didn't get, but she just shared her time with us graciously. And it's just my honor and a privilege to introduce to you one of my dear friends. And she is a fellow EXP Power Girl, Debbie Biery, joining us for Jaw Time today. So, Debbie, she is a success brand ambassador and a certified success coach with a 22-year experience in real estate. She has played an active role in the expansion of EXP, including she was driving around the country living in an RV promoting EXP. How cool is that? That's goals. She's a sought out speaker, serial entrepreneur, passionate about encouraging women to get out of their own way, and such an inspiration to me. I've looked up to her since I've started EXP, and I started in 2019. And what Debbie does is she offers practical how to steps in her Dear Debbie column in Success Magazine. And her vast experiences span from real estate to leadership development to business building, and has woven together this pursuit of making the world a better place for all, which is just an absolute pleasure. And it's a blessing to be able to be in the same room as this woman. And when she's not helping women unapologetically go after their dreams, you can find Debbie playing with her family, boating, lifting weights, and painting. And that's one of my daughter's favorite things to do is painting. So with no further ado, I'm going to bring up Debbie Biery. Thank you, Debbie, for joining. It is such an honor to have you up here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Harjeet, and thank you for the beautiful introduction. I appreciate it. And I've been looking forward to doing this with you for a very long time. So happy and grateful. And I feel so grateful for the opportunity to be here with you.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. That means so much to me. I appreciate this time. I know how what you're doing for EXP and success is no small task, and to take out a few minutes of your time to share it with Team Jeet and to share it with Jaw Time, the audience that's out here. I am truly grateful to you for doing this. Thank you so much for sharing. And like I said before, Debbie has been in real estate for 22 years. And you had posted something a few days ago, which was really inspiring when you showed the Success magazine. And you were talking about when you first started listening to Success in 1999. That is that post was, it was so inspiring. Like I remember in 1999, that was a spark, and I was in ninth grade then. It was a spark for me to think, oh, I want to become a real estate agent. And I'll tell you that story in a little while, why it came, why that spark came into me. So what had gotten you started with real estate and success? The beginning.
Yeah. I just remember so specifically when I started in real estate and I thought, okay, what are all the things that I can do to really make this my career? Because at the time I was 29 years old and I had had lots of other professions and experiences. And I ended up on this path of, okay, I'm going to be a real estate agent. And I just remember thinking, okay, I have a mentor, I have a coach, I have friends and family that are supporting me. And I literally thought to myself, when I go to my office every day, what do I want in my mailbox? Because you get flyers, you get updates, you get all kinds of things. And I remember thinking to myself, well, I want Success Magazine because I'm going to be successful. And of course, I want to associate myself with this magazine, which, by the way, I do have the recent puppy here. And I loved it. And it helped me so much because as a new agent, I didn't have a lot of clients. I didn't have a lot of people to go show houses to. So I would literally get in my car, drive around listening to the CDs and getting familiar with neighborhoods and inventory and writing down phone numbers from for sale by owners and just driving around doing my thing and thinking, okay, I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing. This is part of my training. And I was getting coaching at the same time via the CDs. So that was really fun.
Oh, that is amazing. Yeah. And that's what I do today is listen to the books and the audibles throughout, whenever we're driving, wherever we're going. And the kids are like, Mom, can you put some music on? Like, yeah, we'll put some music on after, once I start getting bored of listening, I'll put the music.
Mix it up a little.
Yeah.
Totally know that.
And it's so important. Of course, like look how it has shaped you to bring you where you are today with EXP and Success Magazine.
Yeah, it's super cool. And it's important. It's important to really be thoughtful about what we digest mentally. Are we watching the news all the time or are we listening to positive and healthy podcasts or, good upbeat music? So yeah, it's important to really pay attention to what we're putting into our minds.
Absolutely. It's important it is so important. You actually posted something on that too. It's like, as we're going through our day, how are we speaking to ourselves? So what we're putting in our minds shapes how we're talking to ourselves as well throughout the day.
Oh yeah, I'm really big on that one too. And it's so important, the self-talk. And there's a lot of talk around being positive and having a good mindset and rah rah rah. And that's all fine and good. But I also think a lot about how being human, of course, we're going to have bad days because that's part of having a good day is knowing what the bad day is like. And there's going to be experiences that are uncomfortable or that things don't go our way. And so, having a positive mindset and practicing that positive self-talk, for me, what I'm trying to express when I talk about things like that is it's about knowing that it's okay to have emotions and it's okay to be sad or angry or have a crummy day. It's what we do in those moments when we're experiencing, when the 10 deals fell apart or, you were really hoping for that closing and already spent the money, but the deal fell apart, whatever it is. Just really having a game plan and in practicing, how can I learn from this situation? And instead of going down a rabbit hole of negativity, pull yourself out and be really strong from within and think, okay, this is part of the human experience. I've got this. I can move on. I can keep things going. Harjeet, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old are your kids?
My kids are, so I have a 5-year-old girl and a 17-year-old girl and an 18-year-old son.
An 18-year-old son? Oh my gosh, 5 years old to 18 and then one in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, how fun.
It's an adventure.
What an adventure. Is your 18-year-old a senior in high school or graduated?
So, yep, he's graduated. We just did UPW over the weekend together, and that was a really nice bond that we had together. And he comes up yesterday. He goes, Mom, I'm like, well, he goes, that man's a genius. I'm like, what man? And he goes, Tony Robbins.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah. And so it was just so nice. I mean, we got to do that. He's actually studying he's applied for some colleges. We're waiting for the responses. My daughter's applied for colleges already. She's 17. She's a senior in high school. And she's actually got accepted to one college right now, so we're waiting for the other 4 responses.
Wow.
And the 5-year-old is in kindergarten. So I'm in like 3 different phases of my life with these 3 kids.
Yeah, that's a big time difference. Thinking of the 5-year-old to the 18-year-old. But congratulations, and congratulations on your kids looking at college and figuring out what their next steps are. That's not always easy. It's not
No,
always
it's not an easy thing, but like you said, it's like how are we shaping our day and our days throughout, especially with teenagers. Like, you got teenagers going into adulthood, and it's like,
yeah.
okay, this is a whole different level of parenthood. How are we going to level this up? And that's what has been so important, Debbie, in the past two years for myself at least, is really shaping myself and prepping for this time. Because I don't know if I started in 2016 actually reading self-help books.
Oh.
Um, and I I'm so glad I did, because as my kids were growing up as teenagers, I was able to like become more balanced and notice how, okay, let me see how I can talk to them without getting emotional with these teenagers.
Not easy to do, but good for you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
that's a perfect example of what you were, talking about with what you put into your brain and what are you feeding yourself throughout the day, because it helped a lot throughout these years, and I'm so blessed. These kids they're just amazing children, and I'm really grateful for all 3 of them. So you have children as well.
Yeah, I have a 27-year-old boy.
27-year-old.
27-year-old boy. Yeah, and he's married and has kids, so I'm a grandma.
Oh, that is amazing. Your grandma? How
Yeah.
old is the baby?
So Judah is 2, Elijah is 7, and Sam is 11.
Oh wow. So 7, and 11. That's like it's like my kids. Except my other 2 are like very close in age, 17 and 18.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to see, Debbie, the differences throughout their ages and how they learn, especially the baby now. Like just looking at her, and I was a teenage mom, so looking at her now as a 5-year-old compared to my other 2, they were very smart. This one, she's just like, how do you know all of these things?
Really, really.
She went to kindergarten the first day, and she comes back and she goes, "Mom, I had breakfast, and then I had a meeting with the class."
She had her first meeting of the day.
And then I had lunch. We had recess. Then we came back for another meeting, and then we came home.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love that.
So
That's adorable.
it
That's
is
so cute.
adorable.
It's amazing how fast time flies too, right? Like she's already 5, your 18-year-old is already 18. So, well, I love what you were mentioning about the success coaching that you're going through the program. Are you excited about that?
I'm super excited. So, like I mentioned earlier, to the audience, and if you have any questions for Debbie, please put them in the comments as well. Debbie is a success coach, and that was other Debbie. Debbie is a success coach. She's a certified success coach, and again, I'm an ambassador of Success and Success Magazine. And I have recently enrolled into the success coaching program as well. So I will be a certified success coach in February. So right now I am doing weekly calls. It's a group coaching call with Jarek Robbins, which is so cool. And listening to the training and learning from Jarek, it has been mind blowing. Like just watching it from a coach's perspective, of how to get, things done and get results. And really, my favorite thing out of everything that I've learned is that rather than, here's the camera, rather than hitting the board, whereas like having people just get enrolled into something, it's like, what are we looking past that? What's the end goal? And then the end goal is, how many success stories are we shaping? How many success stories are we building? How many success stories are we contributing to? And that is just, that is a beautiful thing to be a part of. And I feel so blessed and honored that I get to sit in rooms such as yourself and Jarek and learn from you, and get the next person to that level of leadership where they can be a success story in their own community. And I'm just so blessed that I can say I'm learning from you guys. And
I love that. I love that so much. And Jarek Robbins is not just a coach. He's a coach extraordinaire.
yeah,
He is the master, and it's amazing. And yeah, I've been able to get to know Jarek a little bit more, and he's the president of Success Coaching. And he just has he's so smart and brilliant, but he's so approachable, and he just like leads from his heart, and like his energy, he's so energetic and just has like this beautiful way about him. So I'm so excited that you're enjoying that experience with him, and I'm so excited that I'm getting that opportunity as well.
it absolutely, Debbie, you're so, this is so true, because like when you listen to Jarek on stage and you talk to him in person, or you're getting coached by him, you hear that love, you feel that energy.
Yeah.
Very well soft spoken, and at the same time, you're just like, wow. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you were like, wow, like you think of it this way, you actually, yeah, you're doing something great. You're impacting one person at a time, and it becomes a ripple effect. And it's just beautiful the way he teaches. He does teach very well. And like you said, you could just feel his energy through any computer screen, any TV screen, and in person. You just feel it.
Yeah, yeah, that's exciting. Well, I'm so happy that you're going to go through the program, and then you can be a coach within the system, within the success system. So that's what's so beautiful when you go through the coaching program, you end up coaching yourself and learning all these strategies and tools, and just tons of just such an incredible learning experience. And then people can come and sign up and get coached by you, or coached, through the success system, which is, like you said, which is one of my favorite concepts, is being part of that ripple effect, one by one ripple at a time. And I think that's just so important. Oh, and cheers to that. Cheers to that. Look at this amazing mug that I got. I showed Glenn. He was like, oh my gosh, that mug is so cool. Ask her where she got it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'll tell Glenn I said thank you. That means so much. Yeah, I got it from Vistaprint. Just go on Vistaprint.
I know, and I love the extra, like it's one thing to have the EXP on one side, but on the other side, you have your photo and your contact info, which is just really, really nice. I love
Yes,
it.
I give it to my clients when after we close on a house.
Smart.
Selling or belling, selling or buying.
Smart.
Give it to my clients. I give it to, special occasions. I'll give it out as well. I'll give it to my friends and family. So you're drinking coffee. You're either looking at me or you're looking at EXP.
It's clever. It's clever marketing. Clever.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I just have my number on it, so that anybody, you could reach out to me. Instagram, Realtor Jeet. You can reach out to me. It's all there. Like, I'm approachable, and you can speak to me if you have any real estate questions. It's just really cool. And I want to go back to success, Debbie, because it's been so helpful for me. And you're right with how this system is. I know we got, when was it, 2 years ago when Glenn bought Success Magazine?
Yeah.
About 2 years ago, and that was so exciting. And to see where it's growing today, it's just absolutely amazing and exciting. So, what are there like? Can you tell us some things about Success Magazine?
I have some really fun updates. So yeah, Success Magazine is a 125-year legacy magazine. So it has just this incredible history behind it. And what we've been working on and putting together with Jarek Robbins, Marcus Truman, Courtney Keating, Cecilia Meese, just there's a whole team, obviously Glenn Sanford, there's a whole success team, and we're doing some really exciting things that we'll be introducing to the public soon. But one of the things that we're doing right now is we're developing a community on a Discord server, and it's the Success Discord server. And so we are inviting people to come join this server. We're inviting people to participate in the events. There's all kinds of different categories where if you're interested in, you need a new book to read, well, there's a section for books, and then there's recommendations, and anyone can pop in and comment and make a recommendation. For example, this morning we had our success talk, and that's at 8 a.m. Arizona time. And that was really cool. It was 30 minutes. There was a topic, and there were people that were popping in and out, and several that stayed for the full 30 minutes. But we just had a conversation about things that you were told as a young adult that you shouldn't do or shouldn't be like, or maybe something you were scolded for that actually ended up serving you throughout your life. So what an interesting topic, right? So we dove in and talked about some things, but there's all kinds of capabilities with this new program, and we want everyone to come be a part of the Success Discord server because we're building community. And that's what we're all about at Success. We want to build community. We want to support people. We want to help people go to the next level, whatever that is for them. And this Discord server is amazing. It's really, really brilliant. So we want to invite everyone to come join us there.
That is great. So how do we? I'm part of the Discord and Success community in Discord. I never really used. I downloaded Discord because of Gary Vee, because he was on it, and I was like following that V community. And I saw Discord. I saw Glenn post something about Discord a few weeks ago, and I was like, click, tap on that. So I tapped on it. I'm in Discord, and we're actually, if anybody loves challenges, we're in a challenge right now where we're closing all of our rings. And it really has motivated me to move. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only 7 o'clock and I haven't closed my ring yet. Let me stand up and move.
Yeah, the challenges are great. We're doing all kinds of things, and the thing is, we're just getting started with it. But I'm the same with you, Harjeet, on the closing the rings. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I better close my rings because I'm signed up in this challenge. Yeah. And that's the beautiful concept of building a community and being part of a community. It's like that saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Mm-hmm. So we're super excited about that. I love that you're doing the challenge too. It's fun to challenge yourself and be like, oh, that stand ring. It's the standing that gets me. I can close my exercise and move ring, but it's the standing.
It was the standing for me too. It's like 2 more hours of standing.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 more hours for standing, and it's 9 o'clock, and I'm like, but that's gonna make me go to sleep at 11.
Yep. Sometimes you just do it. Yeah.
But it's like, it's so nice because we can laugh about it and it's fun, and you're like, okay, all right, next time, tomorrow, I'm gonna get this done. Mm-hmm. So there's so many things to it. So how do we? I will actually put in the comments how to get into the Success Discord community, because I'll share the link with you guys. And yeah, join the challenge. Join us, ask us questions, whatever questions you want. This is not just specific to real estate. It's for everyone who is seeking success, really. And how do you define success? That's a good topic to talk about.
That's a great topic. I love that. I love that too. Like, how do you define success?
Mhm.
It's interesting because success is different for everyone, as it should be.
Yeah.
And I think success is different. It could be different day to day too,
Yes.
right? And depending on what season you're in and what you're experiencing in your life. Yeah, so many fun ways to talk about that.
Oh, absolutely. One of the things, Debbie, I could tell you, these past couple of years, my definition of success was raising these kids that are about to go into adulthood, and my focus really became on, okay, what am I going to do with, how am I going to shape the next 2 years to prepare these two going into the real world. And I was talking to my sister earlier, and she said, she was like, "You've accomplished so much. Look at your children."
Oh, I love that.
That's what says, like, you know what, that's a huge accomplishment, and I
Huge.
get to focus on so many other areas of my life, and the one thing that was really important for me, I I achieved that, like just watching these kids grow, and so that's one of the things for me. Uh, what are one of the things?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. I love that.
Thank you. So, what are one of the things that how do you define success in any area of your life?
Yeah, oh goodness. For me right now, I'm really into self-care and just really fortifying my strength, my body, my mind. I feel like that embodies success for me for where I'm at, because I know when I take care of myself and do the things that energize me, then I am better equipped to make that ripple effect that I'm on a mission to be a part of. So really just taking a time out and being really thoughtful about what I'm feeding my mind, what I'm consuming, how and why, boundaries, just anything to do with like just being really dialed into self-care. That's really huge for me right now.
That is beautiful, Debbie, and that's absolutely true. The more we take care of ourselves, the better, more equipped that we are. Which brings me, I know I want to respect your time because I think 30 minutes was our time. And just a quick plug, because Debbie is talking about self-care. Viome has been something near and dear to Debbie and Glenn. And if you haven't heard about Viome, definitely check out the links that I will post. You go to success.com/Viome.
Yeah, successhealth.com. You can just go to successhealth.com.
Successhealth.com and take a look at what Viome is all about. And I know it's helped you and Glenn, Debbie, with what foods to avoid. And
It's amazing. There's no other lab doing testing quite like Viome. And what is so interesting is, for those of you that like to take vitamins, multivitamins or vitamin C, or like my sister Kim was over a couple days ago, and she is a pill pusher. Like, she will buy all the vitamins. She'll hear about something, like her cabinet will just be all like supplements and vitamins and that kind of thing, which I've done too. Glenn has done too. Like, we're like, okay, we know we need to be taking supplements.
yeah,
And the beauty of the Viome is you send in, you get your test kit, you send in the test, and then you get not only the recommendations on what kind of foods you should be avoiding or eating more of based on your current microbiome, but you also then can order the supplements that are made specifically for your system and your body, because these tests are so extensive that the vitamins are created based on what your body is needing. So instead of me guessing and thinking, well, I should be taking extra vitamin C, maybe I shouldn't be taking any vitamin C at all. You
Yeah.
know, based on these tests, you find out things like that.
You find out ways.
Fascinating.
It is fascinating. I'm still waiting for it to come to New York. Once it comes to New York, I'll be ordering it.
I know. And I love that Naveen was messaging with you on that. Like, he's an incredible, incredible person. He's the founder of Viome, Naveen Jain. And yes, he's definitely working on the New York delivery.
Oh, that would be so awesome. I'm excited because I'm gonna have my whole family do it. It's so important. Like you said, health is it's a very important factor in all of our lives. And I truly want to respect your time, Debbie. I would love for you to close because every special guest on here and everyone's a special guest on Realtor Jeet, Jaw Time with Realtor Jeet. How would you love to close with this audience today?
Oh, wow. I get to do the closing. I would love to say, you know, build some awareness around things that you know you want to be doing for yourself, but you're not doing it, or the things that you're putting on the back burner. I would say dive in and really take advantage of every single day and the opportunity that we have to be here today. Like, today's Veterans Day, and I just found this picture of my dad, and he was in the military. And I just think, wow, we get to do things like this because of our veterans. Like, we have so many freedoms, obviously, with everything else going on in other parts of the world where, I mean, we're just so fortunate, and it's so easy to take for granted. But, you know, every day is a new beginning and a new opportunity. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Take action, go do the things you want to do, and enjoy your life. Seize the day.
I love that. So, did you hear that, everyone? I love that we get to do things every single day we wake up. We get to. And that's one of the things. So, one of the things my 5-year-old says to me, Mommy, you get to read me a book tonight. I said, you for sure, you're right. I get to read you a book tonight. And it's what we're saying. So you get to do the things that you get to do every single morning. And yes, it is Veterans Day, and we get to have this freedom because of our veterans. So thank you to all of our veterans out there. If you're
Yes.
watching, we really do appreciate everything you've sacrificed and done for our freedom. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, Debbie, so much for joining us here at Jaw Time with Realtor Jeet.
Jeet.
And
So fun. Thank you.
just give me one moment. I'm going to end the broadcast. Bye, guys. Love you. See you next week.
Bye.